What's going on, guys? It's Eric. I'm just want to do a quick video. It's been a while since I've been on here, so I want to say hi. Got a actually. I thought every time I get a question, I always say it's actually a good question. Like there's a bad question. Most questions aren't bad, but sometimes there are some goofy ones. But I think this one's pretty good. So the question is what the title basically said. How did you get started with no experience? And I think that was pretty much it. And then they asked if I had a class A or something like that. So, yep, I have a class A. Um, I think it was how do you find work with no experience? Basically, I don't know if you're talking about finding work as a driver or finding work as an owner operator, but I'll tell you how I did it. So, well, I started out um, as an owner operator, running my own authority, which technically I didn't have my own authority. I just had my own DOT number and I ran a Y plate, which meant I was a local driver. It's the same as if you have a commercial vehicle for like a lawn care service or something like that. You can drive a semi truck locally and not have your actual authority as long as you stay within a certain amount of distance from your operating yard. But this video isn't meant to give you the specifics, and a disclaimer is that you have to do your own research and assume I don't know what I'm talking about. Um, but basically, so that's what I did, and and then I worked for myself, and because I worked for myself, then I was able to uh, I was willing to do what took to do that without having 2 years driving experience to hire myself. So basically, what I had to be willing to do was pay way more in insurance than somebody that has 2 years of experience. Is that's basically the key to starting out. Now, if you're going to start out as a driver, as a company driver, the ways that you get around that, I believe, are one is that you go to like an accredited college type of thing, like a school, an actual school that's like accredited, or it's somehow it's more legit than some of these fly by night driving schools that are out here that are way cheaper. So you basically spend more money to get your driving to drive, and then it's kind of like when you go to college and then you qualify for once you if you get a job in the career that you went that your degree is in, even if you don't have 2 years work experience, the banks will still give you a loan. That's what they say. I don't know if that's true or not, but they're supposed to still give you a loan to buy a house or something like that because you have the experience via going to school and getting your degree in that certain field. So it's kind of the same when you go to a certified driving school. It should help out with being able to drive. And then there is other ways too, and it goes back to one of the things that I really talk about a lot on the channel is who you know and how much value you bring to them. And if you can bring value to somebody that, like myself, and I see the value in you, and then I say, well, let's see how you do. Let's see how you can drive. And if I can make a judgment call on a driver and say, hey, they're a really good driver, um, I could basically vouch for you, and then you could drive for me. So like small fleets, you could do that, but um, I don't do that. I don't. I would never do that for somebody because it's just too risky. It's not worth me losing my business over having something happen, and then my insurance company drops me because basically there's some workarounds, but I don't encourage it. I do not do it, and yeah. So that's pretty much it. So, but you'd have to find somebody that's willing to do that, that's desperate enough to that will do that with you. So I hope that helps, guys. I thought it was a good question. If you guys have some questions, just leave them in the comments, and then also if you guys would give me a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. And also, I guess, subscribe if you haven't already. Peace.